Friday, Friday, got to get down on Friday. Ooh, welcome back guys, Mr. Rawlings here. So first up, last week I talked about the crossover event that's happening in Arrowverse, so Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, DC Legends of Tomorrow, happening in a 4-night special. I said it's December, it sort of is, but it's actually the end of November, so I've got a date for you. It starts on the 28th of November. So yeah, Monday 28th is when it all kicks off, and the last episode in the 4-episode crossover will be the 1st of December. And there's like a little announce trailer thing which shows us the enemies. Remember I told you about them, the aliens that come down. So I thought we'd take a little look at the trailer. So guys, it's called Supergirl Heroes vs Aliens trailer. Bit of a rubbish title, but there you go. Play!
Aliens!
Flash them. Hey aliens. What?
I don't plan to.
These things are like World War Z zombies.
Best team up ever.
It's good there are guys like you to help the world.
Y'all call tech support.
Deathstroke.
You really did it this time. Seriously? Yeah. You asked for my help, and then we end up the creek.
Heroes vs. Aliens, the 4-night crossover event.
Heroes vs Aliens.
Supergirl, Monday, November 28th on the CW.
Cool.
Thanks for
That was
watching.
quick.
Subscribe to our channel to see more from Supergirl.
She's lovely, isn't she? Let's pause that. So yeah, kicks off Monday 28th with Supergirl, and you saw the aliens there briefly. A few little sort of funny moments, and there will be, of course, for a crossover. I think it'll be cheesy but good fun, so I will check it out. And then I thought I'd just mention, I don't know why, but I thought it was quite funny. Did anyone see the thing that Carrie Fisher brought out recently about the fact that her and Han Solo, while filming Star Wars, got it on? I don't really think it was ever a massive secret. I'm sure people knew or had this, had their suspicions about it the whole time, because the chemistry looked quite realistic on set or in the movie, and it's because they actually were, playing hide the sausage or hide the lightsaber. It's controversial though because he was married at the time, wasn't he? And she was quite a lot younger. Well, no, she wasn't loads younger. It wasn't dodgy, but she was an impressionable girl, I suppose, on the set of this movie star. So, I suppose rightly or wrongly so, there are sort of people criticising the whole thing. But also, we don't really know if it's properly true. She once before denied the allegation and said, no, it didn't actually happen, but you could understand why it would, or something like that, and sort of teased about it. But then she was saying things like, oh, I need to read the rest of my diary to see if I did write down that we did it, because I can't remember. You would remember, you wouldn't need to read your diary to know that, so it was all a bit sort of smoke and mirrors, really. I think she was just teasing it so people would then buy her book or whatever when she pulled it out, and just, fair enough, I guess. It's long enough now that Harrison Ford's not going to get in trouble. But yeah, I just thought it was a funny thing, really, and I'm sure there's probably loads of memes about it. I've not seen any, but there must be. And yeah, another bit of news I saw this week is that there may well be a Guardians of the Galaxy game. Now, I really like the movie, and I think the characters are great. They're kind of more lesser known Marvel characters. The comics aren't read maybe as much as, or aren't known about maybe as much as like Iron Man and Hulk and Spider-Man, that kind of thing. But when they brought it out in the MCU, understandably so, because it was awesome, a lot of people were all of a sudden really into Guardians of the Galaxy and the characters, and it looks like there might be a game by Telltale Games, and they do like episodic game series, if that makes sense. So like the last Batman one that's out, the episodic one, they've done like Monkey Island, Telltale, and they've done loads of things like that. So that'd be quite interesting because they're usually quite funny. They're like adventure games and usually got quite a bit of comedy and humour to them, and that works well with the characters of Guardians of the Galaxy because they're quite quirky. They are a bit, strange and off the wall, so that would be quite fun. And this came about because there's some sort of strike going on with sort of voice actors and something like that, and a PDF of the current titles that are being worked on, which they can continue working on despite the strike, was leaked, or well, not leaked, but distributed around the internet. And some people obviously noticed that it said Guardians of the Galaxy, So yeah, this list was being circulated around, and someone saw that it said Guardians of the Galaxy, aka Blue Harvest or something like that. And Blue Harvest was actually the working title, the secret title of Return of the Jedi, when they were trying to keep it under wraps, filming the latest Star Wars movie, and so they used fake titles. And that's quite known, and that's usually done quite often actually when they want to keep something a bit more secret. And the fact that they had Guardians of the Galaxy, aka Blue Harvest, means of course they have not got a title yet, but it's also the kind of funny thing they would do for that type of game and that type of character and genre. So I think it looks like it's legitimate, so we should be getting a Guardians of the Galaxy episodic game, and I will play that. See how I linked that? I went from Star Wars to the Guardians of the Galaxy game, and that game has the title that Star Wars used, and it's all just, yeah, amazing. And sticking with Marvel briefly, I wanted to mention the fact that Inhumans, which we thought we were going to get somewhere in Phase 4 from MCU, isn't going to happen. So there's now no movie by the looks of it, because instead they're actually making a TV series. Now that might be good, it might be bad. It'd be good in the fact that they'd be able to tell a bit more of the story rather than trying to cram all these characters into one movie, trying to explain why they've got their powers and why they look weird and all this kind of stuff. It might be better to tell that over episodes, but where it might not be so great is, of course, because they look strange and have special powers, they might need a better budget to pull that off effects wise, and obviously smaller screen TV series won't have the same kind of budget that a movie would have. So we might not get the best special effects for it, but I'm sure it'll still be good enough. And yeah, it's a bit of a trade-off really. They didn't really want to put it in Phase 4, I guess, for various reasons. It is worth noting though, the first 2 episodes, I believe it's the first 2, are being premiered in IMAX, so you can sort of feel like you're watching a movie by watching the first 2 episodes in IMAX when it comes out, so that'd be something to look forward to. And with regards to MCU and the phases and the movies we are going to get, I'll talk more about them when we know a bit better. But what we do know is we'll get movies like Black Panther, we're going to get, of course, Ant-Man and the Wasp, we'll get Doctor Strange 2, we'll get Captain Marvel, so there's lots to look forward to. I don't know what direction it's going to go eventually, but I think it's moving away from the Avengers type movies. I think that's going to maybe come to a bit of a head with Infinity War. We'll see. But there'll be loads more Marvel movies, I'm sure. And so yeah, the last thing I want to do is go back to DC. So we started with DC, we went to Star Wars, and then Star Wars had Blue Harvest, which referenced Guardians of the Galaxy, and then that was Marvel, and then we had something else about Marvel, and now we're going back to DC. It's like, cyclical, round and round, all good things. Sorry, I'm going a little bit crazy. We're going to watch a trailer for a new DC animated movie, and it's called Justice League Dark. Ooh. So guys, this is Justice League Dark trailer. That's all it says. To be honest, that's correct, isn't it? It does what it says in the tin. Play! Go! Do something! Nothing's happening! Oh, okay. Black screen. Oh, it's all gone dark. See, it's Justice League Dark. Uh-oh.
They're everywhere!
Oh no!
Crimes
See,
were committed
it made their
by
minds go
law-abiding
strange.
citizens.
They all have seen nightmare visions beforehand. The same pattern is repeating around the world, so there could be an overriding paranormal element.
Are you talking about magic? Then we have to find John Constantine.
Oh my god, Constantine! Yeah, Constantine! Oh, he's brilliant. I like mysticism.
Into the house!
Ah, it's John Constantine!
Come on, it's a dream team. You, me, Zatanna, Batman, maybe even a Justice League.
Let's take a walk on the dark side then.
It's actually him.
Swamp Thing.
You dare threaten the Green.
This is amazing.
Draga Malefic.
Let's do this.
Fuck it off.
Your life is a patchwork of blackness with no time for joy. How do you cope with it?
I have a butler.
That's cool, I like that. Guys, that's really cool. I love, well, you know I love mysticism stuff in comics because I really like Doctor Strange in Marvel. And I really like John Constantine. I think it's a brilliant character. I like the whole, you know, hell stuff going on, that kind of thing. And I loved the series. I don't know why it was cancelled. Why was it cancelled? At least we've got him there, being a voice actor for John Constantine. It's Matt Ryan, by the way. He was also in Assassin's Creed. Which one was he in? Black Flag, I think it was. He was the main character there. But why, oh why did they cancel that series? And like some series that are still going, you're like, why did you continue that, but not this? It makes no sense. I really love that show. They at least need to put him into more Arrowverse episodes, you know, because he's been there a couple of times. At least bring him back more if you're not going to give him his own, you know, new series again. But anyway, I've gone off track a little bit because I saw him in that. That looked really, really cool. I think that's going to be great. So guys, that about do it. Click like if you like that, click subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, if you're watching this and you're like a TV show producer, can you please not cancel shows that I like? Thank you. Bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.